Hi, my name's Natasha and welcome to my channel. If you have not yet, please hit that red subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell and then let's get into it. So today I'm going to be trying out a new foundation from Malani. I just got it in the mail because I don't think that you can pick it up in the stores yet. It was $13.99 and it is called the Screen Queen Foundation. It comes in this really cute glass bottle with a pump. I love that. I got the color 220 Natural Beige. So this foundation says it's a natural finish and it's supposed to be for digital blue light. So for those who don't know what that is, your phones, your computer screens, your TVs, all of these electronic devices emits a blue light because that helps with the color correction of the device. Blue light is found everywhere. It comes from the sun. It's actually good for your skin and for your body and your eyes to receive blue light, but it can be damaging whenever it's very concentrated and whenever it's like this close to your face every day like your phone usually is. It also causes strain whenever you're looking at a computer screen all day, which I do because I work on the computer all day. So at work I have blue light glasses. They're large, so they cover underneath my eyes right here because it can cause wrinkles and aging in your skin. So that is why a lot of people have been really proactive about caring about the topic, and I know there's been some other products, skin products, that's come out with blue light filter blocker, kind of like a sunscreen thing, but for blue light in them, and now Malani just came out with it. Let me read online exactly what they promise with this foundation. It says that it will give you a woke up like this effortlessly perfect skin, buildable light to medium coverage, blends seamlessly and blurs imperfections for even luminous natural skin finish made with the blue light filter technology. First of its kind formula. I don't believe that's necessarily true because I've seen other products with it, but anyway, help fight the signs of digital damage, which can be dullness, discoloration, hyperpigmentation, to keep your skin on point no matter how much screen time you clock. So it says it has got proven results. 100% of people who's used this foundation agrees skin looks naturally luminous. Well, we'll see how that goes. Maybe it's luminous whenever you put it on and then it gets oily later. I don't know. We'll test that. 97% agree skin looks more awake and revived. Don't know what that means. 97 agree the skin has a youthful glow. Isn't that luminous? Okay, moving on. 94% agree skin looks brightened and complexion looks flawless. It says results observed in a customer panel survey. I'm sure all of them were telling the truth. But we will test it today. So I have nothing on my skin. I haven't primed it. I'm not going to prime it because I'm going to wear it like I wear my other foundations. I'm going to apply it like I apply my other foundations with my fingers, with no primer, and use all my normal products. We're going to see how it wears. I'm going to do a check-in later today. The weather today is really cold and it might be rainy. Hopefully the lighting will work for me to do an outside check-in, so stay for the end of the video to see that. Alright, we are going to get into it. I don't know if this is my right skin tone or color for my skin tone. So I have been self-tanning a lot, which I really love. I've been using the Jergens tanning mousse in dark, and I've been using that for years and I love it. But recently I went to Ulta and I got their Express tanning mousse in ultra dark, and it is supposed to develop in like 3 hours. It takes a little bit longer, but it does develop in 3 hours and get you pretty decently dark. I never knew that you were supposed to wash self-tan off after the certain amount of time that you put, like, that you're supposed to wear it to let it tan you. But I've never had any problems with that, so that's just what I did with this new one. I just put it on and didn't wash it off, you know, within the time span, and it looks like my darkest foundation is what I wear with it. So, point being, I hope that this matches It's not too bad. Okay, so the consistency of this is, it's nice and it's not like runny, but it's not super thick. I think that I can get away with this color. It might be a little bit light, but that's what bronzer is for. So. So currently, I really like this foundation. It reminds me a lot of like BB cream, which I like this one by Garnier. And just like this BB cream, it has very light coverage. My skin looks moisturized. It does have a luminous, natural finish. So all of those things are correct. Whether it'll stay like that, we'll see throughout the day. I'll do a check-in. Like I said, stay for the end of the video for that. But so far, I like it. Like, it's not cakey. It went on really easily. My only complaint right now is that this color, I went online and I did the whole skin matcher thing, and the picture and all of it made it seem as if it would be darker, and it's not. It's lighter than, well, I guess it kind of matches my skin. I guess it does. It is light coverage, so I can build it up and then it might be lighter. Let's try that right now. Let's see how it builds. But I'm going to have to order a darker one, because this is the end of my self-tan. And if I want to wear it with my self-tan, I can't. And that's unfortunate, because if this is really great, then, like, whenever I am tanned, I like to wear really light makeup because usually my skin looks better. I like the dark skin covers up a lot of hyperpigmentation that you get whenever your skin is lighter, because like blues and stuff comes through, and whenever it's darker, it just kind of covers it. So I like to be very minimal. I usually just do like some concealer or just do foundation here, kind of blend it out, foundation on my eyelids, and then powder and all that good stuff. But this foundation I actually really like right now. It's really pretty. That layered really nicely. 2 layers right now. Still very natural. You can still see, my vein, hyperpigmentation, some acne stuff, a little bit of redness. But we're about to layer it on with some powder. Coty Airspun. For those who don't know, Coty Airspun powders, they do have multiple colors, and I always use the translucent extra coverage. And then I went and I switched to the naturally neutral color 007, and this 00711, and this is 00741. The 11 naturally neutral, so much better color than the extra coverage for me personally, because the extra coverage is more pink. This one's more yellow. I like the yellow. I think it's more flattering. More pink just kind of makes your face have more redness on it, and it just does not work for my skin tone. Might work for yours. They're cheap. Play with it, pick it up, see which one you like. Let me put some concealer on, so we'll see how that layers. The concealer that I've been loving recently is this one by Catrice. It's like really inexpensive. It's called the Camouflage concealer. It says that it is waterproof and tattoo covering, and not by Catrice, it's by Essence, sorry. And it's a matte concealer, and I can tell you that it is waterproof and it will cover just about everything. So, highly recommend it. It's like $4, $3. Got it at CVS. Go pick one up. Whenever I do the sides of my cheeks, I like to only do the bottom half line. Get that little contour bacon. You'd be surprised what a difference this makes. It's not a lot, but you can see it. I've been loving this bronzer by BH Cosmetics, Brilliant Bronzer in Bronze Beige. And I try and focus on just pulling it up, pulling it up, pulling it up. Blush, I'm going to go in with my Malani Rose blush in Coral Cove. Okay, so let's see how the powder's applied. Everything looks great. I actually really like the way that my skin looks right now. Everything layered beautifully. My only complaint again, a little too light of a shade for me. Other than that, foundation seems to be performing well. It's handling the powders well. It's handling the layering of itself. It has 2 coats and then the different powders I pack on top, the scrubbing of my bronzer, and the baking of my powder, which I really didn't bake it. I just kind of pushed it into my skin. Okay, so I'm gonna do my brows and the rest of my face, and I will be right back. Okay, so my face is done. I am really loving this foundation right now, guys. I'm going to zoom in a little bit just so that you can see my skin a little closer on the camera. But do you guys see just how natural this looks? Like, the powder's layered great on it. It's not matte. Well, it's not like a drying matte. And it's not like a crazy, like, shiny, luminous thing. That probably has to do with my powders that I set it with, but I mean, it's really good. I'm going to test this all day. I'm going to wear it. I'm going to go to work right now, and then I will check in after work, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so I am back. I'm doing my check-in at my house tonight because the weather outside is just a little bit too dark and rainy and cold for me to have good lighting to show you really what happened with the foundation. But I have to tell you up front, I really, really like this. So today was a humid day. It was not hot, so I wasn't sweating, but it held up really well. I just have some general shine in like my T-zone. I did put some highlighter on my nose, but I just have a little bit. I usually get really oily like here and here, but I'm really impressed with how it lasted. The coverage has actually just stayed the same. Like, usually it'll rub off a lot right here by my nose because I have my glasses and I take them on and off. And it'll start to be like a little funny sometimes. Some foundations here with bronzer, it'll start to be a little patchy. This one didn't do it. Everything stayed in place. It didn't turn any type of color. It didn't oxidize. At least my shade didn't. I don't know about the other ones. And overall, I really like it. So I wore it for about, I guess, 8 hours now because I put it on this morning before work, and then now it's around 5 o'clock. So I would say that it is long wearing. I don't know if it'll break down more later, but I don't think that it will, especially from how it performed throughout today. I will be wearing it again whenever it comes out in the store, so I don't have to pay for shipping. I will go and get one that is my shade. Well, this one is technically my shade, but a little bit darker, so I can self-tan and I can tan in the summer and be able to wear it. I really have enjoyed it, and I highly recommend that you pick one up. This is a A+ for me. I'm putting it on my top shelf. Not a full coverage, light coverage, buildable to medium, long wearing, natural finish, can be matte with powders, but I actually want to try it without the powders and see how that'll wear. Let me zoom in just a little bit so that you can see some of the texture of my skin. Please excuse, it is the end of my day. Side of my skin
hyperpigmentation just because it is a light coverage foundation. Around my nose, didn't really break up, just general redness. And right here, a little bit of oil, but not bad. I think that because this foundation is a light coverage, that it won't, even if it did do a little bit of this, which I don't think that it did, it wouldn't show, you know, breaking up or coming off because it is so light. It's not like a full coverage matte. Everything looks really normal. And to be completely honest, if you were to look at my skin up close in person, you wouldn't know that I was wearing foundation. It's the craziest thing. I highly recommend this product. If I have any other updates on it, if my mind changes, I will post that on my social media account. So if you have not followed me yet on Instagram, go and do that at Natasha Regard. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, go and hit that red button. Also be sure to hit that red bell so you're notified of my uploads. And I will see you in my